Putting an end to hazing. Does hazing really help an individual become wiser and stronger? Or it just plainly makes a person's life miserable? According to my research, hazing refers to any act that results in physical or psychological suffering and endangers the safety of an individual. If hazing then will continue to occur, whether it is in its major or minor form, more individuals would result in experiencing adverse effects on their physical and psychological health. This is the very reason why hazing should be considered as a heinous crime. Today, I will discuss the negative effects of hazing, alternative ways to bond with members, and what people would be able to achieve if hazing would be abolished. Hazing is a serious matter, and it has greatly affected students and other individuals involved in it. There are several reasons why hazing should be abolished. First, hazing should be considered as a heinous crime because it damages one's mental health. The infliction of pain is done through the use of kicks, paddles, fists, and etc. Due to these activities, one individual would lead to having depression, trauma, and loneliness. According to Mercurio Merit Flufredo 2014, the several forms of abuse affects one's self-esteem. Having a low self-esteem greatly affects one's mental health. It is one of your foundation to get your strength and confidence. And if it is affected, it could lead a long-lasting effect and could persist into adulthood. Second, hazing should be counted as a heinous crime because it causes death. Death due to hazing is not an uncommon news. As a matter of fact, the first ever recorded death due to hazing was in 1873 in Cornell University, with a victim named Mort Leggett, who was trying to get into a fraternity called Kappa Alpha Society. In the Philippine setting, we have currently 44 cases of death due to hazing. Two of the most recent deaths was just that list, February 2020, and the popular case of Darwin Dormitorio, which is a military man. One of the most common thing about this case is that the authorities were not able to severely punish those who are at fault. The authorities should prioritize hazing to be able to punish those who are at fault severely and intensely. Third, hazing should be considered as a heinous crime and should not be utilized because it destroys one's academic life. It forces and demands you to do more responsibilities than a normal number of tasks that a normal student has. In fact, several years ago, in UST, there were several students involved in hazing, and the one at fault was thrown in jail and the victim died. This has caused for their career to fall and their future to be damaged. One's academic life is so important and it depends for our future. So we should not let our academic life be destroyed just because of violence and hazing. Now that I have discussed the negative effects of hazing, I will now go to the alternative ways to build up relationships with members. Here are some alternatives. First, the members could have a cleanup drive. For example, in Pasig City, Boracay, in their university also, and etc. In this way, they would be able to save Mother Earth. In addition, they would be able to lessen the work of street cleaners and other individuals. Second, the members could also participate in a donation drive for their university's sister school and for public scholars and public schools. In this way, they would be able to give opportunities for the less fortunate. Third, they could also promote and use donation drive for the schools, and in addition, we have a pandemic today, and we all know that we are all affected by it. So now, we will be able to have a chance to help others and be compassionate. Now that I have introduced you to the alternative ways, I will now go to what would happen if hazing would be abolished. A world without hazing, what would it be like? First, students would be able to focus on their academic activities and extracurricular activities. In this way, they would be able to have a better future and better life. Second, they would be also able to have a stable mental health and improve their self-esteem and take care of their self. And in addition, they would be able to lessen debt due to hazing. In this way, we would be able to have a better environment for the students and for all the individuals in the university. Lastly, we would be able to be good citizens for the country, for the whole world, and for God. We would be able to have our ways to help other individuals and use our power and voices to help the less fortunate and the less privileged. Now that I have discussed you the 3 topics for today, I will now move on to what would happen to the world without hazing, our harmonious and disciplined world. And now, with all things said, I have discussed you with the negative effects of hazing, alternative ways to bond with members, and what would people be able to achieve if hazing would be abolished. Now, I urge you to support and join groups and organizations that promote a safe and amicable environment. Now, I have provided you some lists that you can join. Some are from the animal environment sector, health sector, and human rights sector. In addition, I also have prepared to you the De La Salle University's some organizations from College of Business and School of Economics. Some of these are AdCreate Society, Business Management Society, and Economics Organization. In addition, there are also political organizations present in the university. These are Santogon and Tapat. And now, I will end with a quote. You can start where you are and change the ending, but you can't go back and change the beginning. So, let us all start to bring change for the better of the world and for God. That is all.